If you're human and you know it, make a fire.
If you're human and you know it, paint a chapel.
If you're human and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're human and you know it, dare to try.
Save a life.
Get back up.
Help a friend.
Map the stars.
If you're human and you know it, launch the web.
If you're human and you know it.
Human and you know it. Human and you know it. Human and you know it. Human and you know it.
If you're human and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're human and you know it, show it.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. This is our little holiday celebration with a lot of exciting things to talk about. And we will mostly talk about World App today and what the product team has been working on over the last couple of months. And I'm really excited for you to see it. But before we get to the product, I think it always matters to just get back to why we're here and why me and so many people are dedicating their lives to building this and kind of why we think it matters. And so, Sam, why did we start working on this? Like, why do you think this matters now?
Yeah, I was just reflecting on that when we were standing backstage. Many years ago, Alex and I were going through a walk through San Francisco and talking about the need for some sort of new economic model in the world or new network and why that matters, what that does to enable access to opportunity, what that does to enable new kinds of startups, and how every time in history something significant had happened, a lot of good things had followed. And we had a lot of kind of crazy ideas at the time of ways that we could do this. And one of the problems that we were talking about was it's really hard to both identify unique people and to do that in a privacy-preserving way. And so we were talking about different approaches, ended up obviously now with what everybody knows. But as we started to talk about the proof of humanity element of this new, hopefully very large financial network, one of the things that we began to talk about was what this was going to mean in a world of AI. And it was, before GPT-3 and 4 and ChatGPT, but it was clear to both of us it was going to happen. And it was clear that if it did happen, there would be real value in being able to differentiate the humans from the AIs. And that there was going to be a quote that had been on my mind a lot at the time, which turned to be very prophetic, was Paul Buchheit used to talk about, maybe if AI really happens, there's going to be human money and machine money. That's going to be really important for the first time to have these, this like human-centric system. And so that was on our mind as well. That turned out to be way more important in the world today than we realized at the time. But that was kind of the origin story.
Yeah, and so, so Sam, me, a couple friends, we then decided to start this project, and we came up with a simple plan that turned out, in practice to be quite complicated, as these things always go. But the main ideas behind it never changed, and I don't think they will change. And so I think, every we went forward, I will quickly walk through this so we just know where we're at. And the 5 phases that we were thinking about back then were, 1, as Sam just mentioned, we will need to build an anonymous proof of human that can get to internet scale. And that turned out to be like technologically actually quite hard, as many of you know here. And we believe that once we have that technology, we can use it to launch and distribute a token and therefore share ownership of the network with everyone. And also use that as a bootstrapping mechanism to get the network to scale, which is always the hard part, which gets me to 3, actually reach critical scale and show the initial utility of this network, both on the proof of human side, but also on the financial side. And then 4, do something very unusual, which is actually decentralize everything that we're working on. Because we believe that if we truly succeed on this mission, this will turn out to be fundamental infrastructure for society. And not only should it not be owned by a single company, it likely will not be succeeding if that's the case, just because people will not trust it. And then 5, right from the beginning, we believed that AGI might happen, and that if it really happens, such a network will be important to make the benefits of AGI and these kinds of technologies accessible to every human. So, I think we're now at 3. We are, I think, 1 to 2 quarters away from this being obviously the case. I think it's super exciting. I think there's now many big platforms starting to integrate, people actually joining the network, not because of WorldCoin, but because of many other reasons. So I think this is clearly happening, and it's accelerating quickly, and it's really cool to see from the inside. And so now taking a step back, we are at 37 million users, 17 million of which are verified, and it has 2 sides to it. On the one hand, that's obviously very impressive, and it's something to be really proud of, I think, as a team. But on the other hand, for the mission and for what we are aiming to do here, this is baby steps. This is really just the beginning still. And we've learned that what we're doing is incredibly hard, incredibly challenging. We made many mistakes along the way. But I think the really cool thing, at least for me personally, is that the core ideas behind all of this turned out to be right. And therefore, I have a lot of conviction that I think we will be able to scale this to hundreds of millions and eventually billions of people. And at least we will try. And yeah, so I'm incredibly proud to be here. And the 1% and what is next?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much of the subjective work the first 1% is, but it's obviously way more than 1. To get anything with a network effect going, going from the 0% to 1% is a huge amount of the work. Going from the 1% to the 10% to the 80% or wherever it eventually tops out. I think we have quite an amazing start on this, and I'm super proud of all the work the team has done to get there, and it's been very fun to watch things accelerate since.
Okay, and today we will mostly talk about WorldApp. And the thing you should remember is WorldApp is really just a client for the network. It's our idea how this should look like. But many of the things that you use in your daily life already will start integrating the technology that is underlying it. And so this is really our idea of this and our vision of this, but that doesn't mean we cannot be ambitious. And I think over the last couple months, we made a lot of progress. This is now the #1 wallet in the world, which I think is super cool. But then again, for where we're going, this is, we have to get to hundreds of millions of people. So this is something to be proud of, but again, only hopefully step 1. And so with that, I will give it over to Tiago and team to, show you what we've been working on. Most of this is live demos, so bear with us, but I think it's super, super cool stuff. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. This has been a huge year for WorldApp, and it's about to get even better because the new version is finally here. With so many people using the app now, we spent a lot of time enhancing the user experience. We simplified every flow and refined our design language that now even includes a custom typography we call World Pro. We also re-engineered the foundations of the app, so doing simple things like just opening it are more than 4 times faster. Our new backup and recovery system is much easier to use. And yes, it took us a while, but you can finally move your account between iOS and Android. But above all, our main focus for this version of the app was to make it even more useful for your day-to-day life. This starts with our new home that surfaces some of the things you may want to do right now. It includes curated collections, as well as personalized recommendations for things like World ID integrations, wallet features, and mini apps. Let's go deeper into each of these, starting with you, Tawanda, on World ID.
Thank you, Tiago. As Sam and Alex mentioned, World ID is your anonymous proof of human for the internet. From your World ID tab, you can add and manage your verifications of it. Today, we are excited to announce the World ID Verified Human Badge. This is the universal symbol to represent real or verified humans on the internet. You'll see it show up in World App and an increasing number of apps and websites all over the internet. In your World ID tab, you also have your World ID credentials based on NFC-enabled passports and government-issued ID documents. These are now available in more countries all around the world. Leveraging the same privacy-preserving properties of World ID, you can go beyond proving you're human to also selectively disclose facts about yourself, like your age, without revealing the underlying personal information. Let me show you just one example in our day-to-day lives where this could be really useful for delivering a more trusted and safe experience: online dating. I'll be a bit personal here. Recently, I created an account on Tinder because this is the place where I can find authentic connections with real humans. This is my profile. I'd love to find a match, so wish me luck. And I'd love to chat with them. So let's take a look at what we have over here. Wow, already some likes. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. Not bad. So if I take a look over here, who's that? Anisha, wow. And Danielle, wow, it's a match. I matched with Anisha, and that person looks terrific as well. So my goal over here is before I chat with them, okay, live demos, as we mentioned. Before I chat with Anisha, Tinder requires me to prove that I'm above the age of 18. To do that, I'm going to choose my World app. This is where I have my World ID credentials. And over here, take a look. Unlike other solutions that require me to take a photo of my passport and personal details, all that's shared here is that my age is above 18. Not my name, not my date of birth. All of that remains in my control on my World app as my personal identity wallet. More interestingly, because I'm orb verified, I'm able to share my verified unique human. I do want to show that, and so I'm going to share it anonymously. Now let's go back to Tinder and see if I'm able to chat. Hey, I'm able to chat with Denise. Hey, I'm enjoying this. Now look next to my name. Does that look familiar? That's the World ID verified human badge showing up. That new preview now looks like this. I'm World ID verified as an essential, and right at the top, if you look at that, my World ID verified human badge shows up. This gives assurance to people who see me that I am real, elevating the experience for Tinder as an online platform. We are excited that this is an experience that's live today in Japan. And we will be expanding it throughout next year. Look out for the unique human badge on the internet as we expand World ID integrations to know you're interacting with real, unique, live humans. Thank you.
I love seeing that live. You know, sometimes people think that World is about cramming the whole internet into our app just because it's a super app. But it's quite the opposite. We think that in the near future, as AI continues to advance, every website and app that we use will leverage World ID, just like Tinder does now. But World is not just about proof of human. It's also about global finance. And we have a lot of news to share there. And so, take it away, Patrick.
Thanks, Thiago. Every month, millions of people in countries around the world rely on the World app to hold their assets. And over the last few months, we've been talking with many of them about what they want to see next in the app. And so today, I'm excited to share what we've built with you. First, we've completely redesigned the wallet home screen, so you can now see all of your balances across the wallet on the home screen. And with a single tap, you can send and trade tokens. Next, people also want a better and cheaper way to deposit funds into the wallet. And for that, we're launching US virtual account numbers, which you can use to receive deposits into your app, and they settle as digital dollars with 0 fees. You can even receive your paycheck. I've been receiving my paycheck in World App for the last few months as we've been testing this, and it's a great experience. Now, this is launching today with US dollar virtual accounts. But even though these are US dollar accounts, we're not just launching in the United States. We're launching in 18 countries around the world. So people have told us they also want to hold the currencies that they use in their day-to-day lives in the wallet. And so for this, we've added 7 new currencies to the wallet. And these are all available globally, powered by stablecoins, all on WorldChain. And to celebrate this, we're giving everyone here in the audience in San Francisco $10 of Argentinian pesos to get started. We're also expanding the number of assets that you can trade and hold in the wallet. Earlier this year, we only supported 4. But I'm excited to share that starting today, you can now trade more than 100 assets in the wallet. And this also includes our first real-world asset, gold. Now, once people have assets in their wallet, they want to put them to work and earn yield. For this, I'm excited to announce a new program that we've built called Earn. With Earn, you can earn up to 16% APY on your digital dollars held in the wallet, which is 4 times higher than the average yield on a bank account in the United States. And this is only possible thanks to World ID. Because we know that you're a verified, unique human, we can offer this higher yield on the first $1,000 of your assets in your wallet. And so finally, we're introducing 2 new ways to spend from the wallet, something people have been asking for a lot. So first, we're launching QR code payments. With QR payments, the funds deduct directly from your wallet without the merchant even knowing that you've paid with crypto. And we're adopting the local QR standards in every country around the world, starting with more than 1 million point-of-sale devices in Argentina. Really cool. And second, coming soon, we're going to be launching the World Card with Visa for both in-person and online payments. And that was a lot. So let's show you how this works. I'd like a coffee from my favorite coffee shop in San Francisco called Hedge. But first, we're going to call my colleague Ro, who's been working really hard to make sure that this demo goes perfectly. Ro, where are you?
Oh, I'm in Cancun.
Ro, I thought you were working hard to make sure that this demo goes well.
I am.
All right, well, wish us luck. Ro, let's show everyone how international payments work here in World App. Can you send me some money so that I can buy a coffee here in San Francisco?
I recommend you get a piña colada instead.
Maybe a little later. Wow, they've already arrived. As you can see, Ro sent me Mexican pesos, 180 Mexican pesos to my wallet. Thanks, Ro. Enjoy Cancun. So of course, Hedge does not accept Mexican pesos because they're a San Francisco coffee company. However, thanks to World App, I can immediately swap these for dollars, and I'll do just that. As you can see here, there are no fees on this transaction, and you get a favorable exchange rate, and the funds settle immediately in your wallet. There they are. All right, now that I have my funds, let's get a coffee. 1 coffee, please. Now I'm going to use, whoops, closed it. Now I'm going to use my World Card with Visa to pay for this coffee using Apple Pay. Thank you. It worked. We have more than 140,000 people on the World Card waitlist, and I'm excited to share with you today that starting early next year, it's going to be rolling out to everyone. Now, as you can see, you can now live your entire daily financial life all inside of World App. You can receive your paycheck, you can invest in assets that you care about, earn yield, you can spend with QR payments, and now the World Card with Visa. So now that I've got my coffee, back to you, Tiago.
You know, as simple and fun as that demo was, when you think about it, it's actually quite profound. Doing something like this in the legacy financial system would have taken days to process, jumping around a bunch of different apps, and paying crazy high fees. We've always believed that something special would happen if we combine proof of human with global finance. But we can't deliver on this potential alone. And so last year, we released an SDK so third-party developers could mix and match these primitives into mini apps that live right inside of World App. Why don't you tell us how that's going, Leighton?
Thanks, Tiago. People love mini apps. They've now been used more than 2 billion times. We're really excited about that. This includes 200 million uses of proof of human inside of mini apps, people unlocking unique functionality, and 150 million WLD transacted in mini apps. These are very big numbers, and you might be thinking, what are people doing 2 billion times? So let's look into the mini app store. When you open the World app, you can open the mini app store. There's new mini apps literally being added every single day, but there's a few categories that I want to highlight people have found most helpful. First, we have these basic utilities you see here, things like eSIM and phone top-ups. You can actually top up your phone card inside of a mini app. Also gift cards. We then have more advanced financial tools, things like borrowing and lending. We have credit. There's even prediction markets. Kalshi and Polymarket both have mini apps that are live today inside of the World app. The final category that I'm really excited to talk about is the human verified ones. These are mini apps that have special functionality if you're a verified human. So this could be polls, it could also be deals that you can only get access to one time as a verified human. With all this amazing functionality, we're starting to see something really exciting happen. That's people are coming to get verified specifically because they want to use applications built on the World Network. The utility is driving the growth. We're really, really happy to see this happening. Because we want to supercharge this, I am very excited on behalf of the World Foundation today to be able to announce a new program called World Grow. What this does is rewards developers when people get verified because they want access to the functionality they've built. This is a way that developers can earn millions of dollars annually, and we think it will make a huge difference in the growth in 2026. This holiday season, I definitely want to take the moment to say a very sincere thank you on behalf of Tools for Humanity and the World Foundation to all of the builders and the dreamers who have built this amazing functionality that you can only achieve on the World Network. We're very thankful. There's actually some of this audience today, and I know there's many watching the live stream from literally all over the globe. Thank you for building on World. We're really excited for what comes next.
People love mini apps, and we love their developers. So earlier this year, after this success, we started to think about what other unique experiences we could build leveraging the power of World. The result, I think, is quite cool. So without spoiling it more, I'll hand it over to you, Andy.
Thanks, Tiago. Today, I'm really excited to introduce everyone to World Chat, a new place to talk and connect with real humans right inside of World app. At launch, World Chat comes with all the features you'd love and expect from a modern chat experience, including the ability to send direct messages, create group chats, share images, videos, rich link previews, emojis, reactions, and honestly, so much more. But what makes World Chat start to feel magical is when you combine it with the powerful primitives inside of World app. Firstly, with World ID, we can put real humans at the center of every interaction. This creates a chat that feels safer, more authentic, and just generally much higher quality. We make it instantly obvious if you're talking to a verified human. At the top, you'll see a verified human badge. And if both users are verified, the bubbles will turn blue. If not, they'll stay gray. We also bring this authenticity to profile pictures, which users can optionally set as long as it matches their local World ID. From there, you can choose to privately share it in any of your conversations. Okay, so once you're confident in who you're talking to, the next question is, what can you do together? And that's where the wallet comes in. In each of your conversations, you can send and receive any of the 100 or more supported assets with just a single tap. And in your group chats, you can even split bills, allowing you to split any payment, including those made in the World app by card or QR. So no more excuses for that friend who never pays you back.
Talk about Tiago.
But sometimes you need something a little more special. And that's why we built gifts. Gifts make sending a transfer feel fun and more personal. We spent a lot of time designing a flow that captures just how much that person means to you. Because after all, sending a gift is one of the most human experiences. Lastly, chat is deeply integrated into mini apps. Mini apps are already a huge part of the World App experience, but we keep hearing one thing: they're way more fun when they're social. And so now you can natively access user profiles from inside your favorite mini apps, allowing you to send messages and create new connections that you can later access through chat. Your favorite mini apps can also follow you into your conversations, allowing you to play, transact, and earn without missing a beat in your conversation. Personally, I've been spending a little too much time playing a guessing game mini app called Cody. And while all these features really make chat come alive, we'd never compromise your privacy to get there. Like everything we do at World, from day one, our mission has been simple: fail-safe privacy. And thanks to the uniqueness of World ID, we have two novel privacy primitives built right in. Firstly, if you block a user, you can be sure they can never spam or bother you again. What this means is that we can allow users to sign up and send messages without even needing a phone number. But privacy doesn't stop there. Your messages themselves have to be secure, which is why every message in World Chat is fully end-to-end encrypted, secured by XMTP. And we didn't just check the encryption box. For the past year, we've been obsessing over it, which is why what we've built goes far beyond just basic encryption. It's some of the strongest, most private, most carefully engineered message protection in any modern messenger today, on top of all the unique functionality just available in chat. It's something that we're incredibly proud of. And so I'm excited to introduce you all to a new private space where you can feel more connected, more authentic, while still having fun with friends. And we can't wait for you to try it. And so instead of just telling you, I'm going to show you with a live demo. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my World app. And I'm going to head to the new chat tab. And as I look in, I totally forgot. We had the Christmas party tonight, and I'm Alex's Secret Santa, and I didn't get him anything. I really wanted to make a good impression. I'm kind of in an emergency, and I'll need some help. I think I'm going to rely on my fellow presenters here, since they seem to have great judgment. Hey guys, I totally forgot a gift for Alex. Do you have any ideas? Tawanda, flight tickets to Japan, still thinking about Tinder. Leighton with his world coin. Patrick, of course, hedge coffee. That looked delicious earlier. Interesting. So Tiago says that Alex loves romantic Latin music. Okay, Alex, I didn't know that about you. And he sent a mini app that I can actually buy these tickets for verified humans. Well, luckily I'm verified, but these tickets are 700,000 pesos. I really don't have that type of money, and I mean, this guy's never paying me back. So I think I'm gonna need some help, but if I remember, everyone just got 10 pesos from Patrick's demo earlier. So I think you guys could all help me out. You just all got access to World Chat here, and were added to a group chat called Unwrapped Attendees. If you all pull out your phones and restart your app, you'll be able to join it. And I think if we split the tickets for just about $1 in pesos each, we'll be able to buy these tickets. What do you say? Can you help me out and pull off a holiday miracle? There we go. So let's see. The money's rolling in. We see a lot of people paying. Leighton's even paying. That's awesome. I love the support up here. Look at that. Even Sam's on my side and sent me a payment. Okay, so I got about $8 here, which is definitely not enough to pay for these tickets. So I'm gonna need to go up the authority chain here. I'm gonna reach out to my grandma because she always comes through. And let me tell her, this is your grandson. I really want to impress my boss, and I need $400 in pesos quick.
Now, let's pause right there for a second. If there's any grandmas out there watching right now, and you get a message like this, please do not send the money. It is not your grandson. Now, in this case, because Andy is texting grandma in World Chat, and she can see the messages coming in with his verified profile picture, she knows that she can trust that this is Andy's real account. And so we can continue.
And there we go. My grandma sent me a gift. Hopefully it's enough money. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And $400 in pesos. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and buy those tickets, and it's a holiday miracle. Thank you.
World Chat is one of the most magical products I've ever used. It's one of those things that once you try, it makes you wonder why things didn't always work this way. And so that's the new World app, the super app for humans in the age of AI. with finance, identity, mini apps, and now chat. And I'm excited to say that it's available today. We can't wait for you to try it. So we're going to do something special. We're going to give everyone a gift, but here's the catch. You don't get to keep it. It's for you to give to someone you love. So between now and the end of the year, when you open chat, you will be able to send your holiday gift to a verified friend, and they will receive a nice note from you and a surprise of up to 100 WorldCoin. So that's it for today. It's been an amazing year for World, and we have a lot more in store coming for you next year. But in the meantime, thank you so much for coming, and have a wonderful holiday season.